going to give you some samples about different types of hooks actually included in an introductory paragraph. Let me first introduce to you or define or tell you more about what a general to specific hook is. This is perhaps the most common type of introduction. So when I say general to specific, I'm talking about the most common type of hooks. It begins with a general statement and then follow it with more particular or specific statements leading to your thesis statement. So here I'm talking about specific general to specific hook, general to specific introduction. I start with a very general statement and then I write some lead-in sentences to narrow down the topic, and then I move on to my thesis statement. This introductory strategy is referred to as the funnel introduction. We usually refer to this type of introduction as funnel introduction because, like a funnel, it's broad at the opening and narrow at the bottom. So it's broad here and it's narrow here. Here we have the hook. It is a very general statement. Here in the middle we have the lead-in sentences which narrow down the topic, and then here we have the thesis statement which mentions specifically what we're going to talk about in the body paragraphs regarding the topic we're writing about. Now, this is an introductory paragraph with a general to specific hook. I'm going to talk about the causes and effects of global warming. Imagine a world where rising oceans swallow entire cities, unrelenting heat waves scorch the land, and wildlife vanishes at an unprecedented rate. This is not a distant dystopian future. It is the reality we are inching toward due to global warming. As you can see, what's written in red is a general to specific hook. Actually, it is a hook which mentions generally the topic of our essay, which is talking about global warming. Now, from very general, we have to move on to the lead-in sentences, which are less general, and the role of the lead-in sentence, as I said before, is to narrow down the topic and to reach in order to reach the thesis statement properly. Global warming refers to the gradual increase in Earth's average temperatures caused by human activities that disrupt the planet's natural climate system. So, as you can see in the lead-in sentence, I start narrowing down the topic. I tell the reader that in my essay, I'm going to talk about the causes of global warming in addition to mentioning some effects. Now, let's move to the thesis statement. In the thesis statement, I have to mention specifically the two causes that I'm going to discuss later on in the body paragraphs, and I have to say that they lead to severe consequences because my essay is going to be about the causes and the effects, not only about the causes, not only about the effects. It is not a one-sided essay. When I say write a one-sided essay, you either write about the causes or about the effects. But here you have to write about the causes and the effects at the same time. Two major causes of global warming: the burning of fossil fuels, this is the first cause, the first controlling idea, and deforestation, this is the second cause, the second controlling idea, have led to severe consequences. So this is a very important thesis statement. It mentions both the causes and it tells that it leads, or these causes lead to many severe consequences in order to tell the reader that my essay is going to be a cause-effect essay. Now, what about the rhetorical hook? A common type of introductory paragraphs start with a series of inspiring questions about a topic. Now, as you can see, the lead-in sentence and the thesis statement are actually the same. I did not change them. What I changed is the hook. Now I started my introductory paragraph with a rhetorical hook. What if the place you call home disappeared underwater? What if scorching heat made it impossible to step outside? What if the forest and wildlife you once knew vanished forever? As you can see, I started my introductory paragraph with a series of questions, and these are called rhetorical questions. So this is one of the hooks that you might start your introductory paragraph with. I'm not going to read the lead-in sentence and the thesis statement because they are the same. Let's move to a different type of hooks, and now we're going to talk about the quotational hook. A quotation connected to your topic from an article you're writing about or from an expert on your subject can be a right way to open your introduction. You might look up famous quotations to boost up your introduction. Now, I'm going to start my introductory paragraph with a quote. This is another way, or a proverb. This is another way we can start our introductory paragraph with. We do not inherit the earth from our ancestors. We borrow it from our children. This powerful proverb reminds us that the choices we make today shape the world for future generations. So this is the quotational hook. This is the lead-in sentence, and this is the thesis statement, and all of this is the introductory paragraph. These are three different types of quotational hooks.